Welcome to Dani's Cabaret. Welcome back. What should I say? You guys. So, first of all, what today is the 5th? Okay, well, 2 days ago, I turned 21. So, I'm 21 with a kid. No, but I am super duper stoked because you guys, I have a few announcements to make before I even get into today's episode. It's to Dani's kitchen. It's hot outside, and baby, we like to be cool. It is the summertime. We want to be lit. We want to be out with our friends. So coming very soon, as in next week, slushies, spiked lemonade, and wait for this, spiked shave ice. That is right. Spiked lemonade will be coming, and also just regular lemonade, because not everybody likes to drink. And we special guest in the studio, we have Giovanni today. Hey, must be the money. We got the young king himself in the studio. Would be Cosmic Noir. I know you guys are probably wondering what the fuck is Cosmic Noir. Planet Noir are two separate entities but in the same universe. So Cosmic Noir translates to messages from the spirit realm, whereas Planet Noir is cosmic jewelry, or how do I want to say this, like ancient jewelry or jewelry. This is kind of jewelry things that are coming out. As far as Planet Noir, it is separate from Issa Rae's waist beads and accessory, only because this more so applies to ancient mysticism, ancient spiritualism, whereas Issa Rae does modern take on ancient artwork, if that makes sense. So yeah, those are the announcements that I have. Without any further ado, let's get into today's episode, which is self-love. Don't we all want to be loved? But in order to be loved by others, we need to first love ourselves. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. You know what I mean? So self-love is a topic that I guess is trending nowadays, because everybody is giving their input on what self-love should
including
be,
me,
what it should look like, or how it should be presented. Self-love is an initiation of its own. You can't be any kind of spiritual leader or spiritual person without first loving yourself. To work with others is to love yourself. Love in itself, the way love has been presented to us, what we've been taught and to know what love is very toxic. It's rooted in misogyny, racism, colorism, texturism, every ism there is. Okay? So, when it comes down to true, authentic love of self, what does that look like? Is it you're over cocky, overconfident, zealous, a bitch? What does self-love really look like? Is it showering every day, doing your hygiene, really taking time out for yourself? It's kind of all of that, because to love yourself is to take a bath in the morning, is to get up, wash your face. To make love to yourself is to have a good hygiene regimen. That is the first step in self-love, hygiene. I know you're like, really? Yes. If you can master the little things, you can master the big things. Once the little things, because the little things make big things. So without little things, you can't get a bigger picture. Like if you had red and blue, you couldn't get purple without red and blue. You see what I'm saying? So in order to master the small things, you must first as you can hear, I am outside today with this. But in order to really master, hold on y'all, it's glass right here. Giovanni, you can't be right here. So all that big recording I had done yesterday, I ended up, because I had my phone sitting in the cup holder while I was pushing my baby's stroller, the audio was like really choppy. So you're going to hear some pieces from that, but not so much, because I don't want it just to be a bunch of racket in your ear. Within the Black community, we're often taught to put others before we put ourselves. We're often taught the chain of command. But we're often taught the chain of command of how things should flow, what you should prioritize, who should be a priority. And oftentimes you're not on that list. You're at the very bottom of the list of priorities. And this is partially due to slavery, just because, you know, we didn't have anybody else. Like, once the slaves were free, did y'all think they just ran around? And like, what the fuck did you think they were doing? It was still like slavery. You still had racist ass people. You still had people tell you, just because you free don't mean you ain't still a nigger. You know what I'm saying? It was all of this still going on. So Black people have never had a proper example of what the fuck to do. Like, you just go from what, like 100 and something years of being slaves, brutalized, raped, tortured, beat, and now they're like, oh yeah, you're free. But yeah, there's no jobs for you because you're a nigger, and yeah, you still gotta come work for us. We're not gonna pay you, but you can, I don't know, I guess eat. So like, they never had shit. But the people who had this spirit of entrepreneurship, who said, okay, I can learn. I mean, I can take what I've learned on this plantation and I can make me a business out of it. And we can make us a community, aka Tulsa, Oklahoma, Atlanta, Georgia. Not Tuskegee, but Tuskegee, Booker T. Washington. That was Booker T. Washington's whole mindset of imploring the Black minds to be conductors of the land. And that's why agriculture, like you see a lot of HBCUs, if you see the A&M, that's agriculture and mechanical. That started because Black people, basically, we started to teach each other how to like farm the land, how to do, because remember, everybody wasn't in the fields and everybody was not just working the cotton. A lot of us were in the house. A lot of us were blacksmiths. We all had different parts to play, because the South would not have this booming economy and this luscious green vegetation had it not been for the Black men and women who worked the fields, who worked the mines. I'm sorry, my baby is just loud right now. It sounds like I'm talking over him, but he's having a whole conversation. But you know, the South, all of its resources is dedicated to the Blacks. So when we say we built this country, we really mean that shit. Like, and I feel like people try to gaslight us or try to make us feel like we're just wanting too much when we ask for reparations. But I mean, nobody, like, they don't understand our struggle because they weren't in our struggle. What most people went through, I guess you could say the Indians, because their people were killed off. Literally, we were brought here. They were already here. They were killed off. And I want to touch on this topic of Indian and Black population mixing, because it's pretty interesting. And considering I am from Alabama, I would love to get into all of that. But yeah, different populations. We learned a lot from ourselves, and don't think the Indians weren't still around, because they were. A lot of them owned slaves, but a lot of them helped out slaves as far as learning the land and learning how to work within the land. So when you have areas like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, you're gonna see the heavy implications of Indians and Blacks like working together, because we didn't have anybody, and that was the closest people who understood what we've had been through. But even still, they didn't care for us, because to them we're just another foreigners in their country. But you know, it is what it is. But for so long, Black people have been taught to work till your hands are numb, work till you ain't got no more fight in you. And we oftentimes do not prioritize rest and rejuvenation, because all we know how to do is work. Like, I'm hearing that, what's that song by Sounds of Blackness? And I was like, I've been working Working, baby. Like, that's all we know how to do. We're literally machines. And like I said, it goes back to slavery, because that's all we did. From sun up to sundown, picking that cotton. From sun up to sundown, washing clothes. From sun up to sundown, taking care of somebody else's freaking children, you know? So Black people have never really gotten time to take time out for themselves to really pour into their own children. That's why the plantation mindset is still so common to this day. And it's like, Black people are natural alchemists. We can transmute pain into gain. We can transform the things that we've been through into profits. And that makes us very valuable, because the industries that are now have been established by the white man profits off of pain, trauma, abuse. It's so sick and sedated, like, ew. I said sedated, sadistic. But, so, because we've naturally learned how to, like, turn pain into gain, we've revolutionized poverty. We've revolutionized turning the other cheek, or to really... My baby is so sweet. But we've learned how to basically be servants, be dumb, be nothing. We tell each other that. Y'all tell y'all kids, like, oh, y'all get mad at them, be like, oh, you'll never be nothing, I'll never amount to nothing, just because they didn't fucking fold the clothes. Like, it's shit like that. And it started on the plantation because we would dumb each other down so we didn't get sold off to slavery. Some twisted way, we started to like how that sound, where you feel like you had power to control something. So then it kept festering in each generation, and now we're here. And wow. This goes back to when I was saying how Black people can be so narcissistic. It's just embedded in our DNA, and it also goes to like destiny swapping, because how do you go from being enslaved and being put down by somebody else, calling you all kind of names, dumbing you down, to now you're now dumbing your children down? It is witchcraft at its finest. The devil has won. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna be too funny, but yeah, we don't know what self-love looks like. Well, y'all don't. I know what self-love looks like. I'm not gonna say I'm a master of self-love, because it took me some time, but once I learned the basics of it, I was like, oh, I understand now. And then I was able to recognize patterns, whatever. But I was able to recognize patterns and started to see how I was subconsciously programmed to be in a loop and out of alignment with my divine self. And to be in alignment with your divine self, you must take care of your divine vessel that you reincarnated back into. You know, it's not easy being this fine on a daily basis, okay? I wake up, I'm glowing. That's because I'm love, light, peace, and positivity. It's easy for me to wake up and be mad at the whole world and say, fuck America, fuck Donald Trump, fuck my baby daddy, fuck everybody. But it takes a strong-ass warrior to rise with love every day and say, I accept the things that I can not, I accept the things that I can no longer control. I accept what is in my control, and I release what is not in my control. It takes a strong person to wake up every day and choose to be in alignment with self rather than feed the flesh, feed the principalities of our society. It's easy to do that, but it's harder to remain true to yourself and do what has not been done or what is not considered the norm. It's not normal for Black women to put themselves and their children first. It's not common for women in general to be anything other than what, this new age society tells us. And don't think the government is still controlling this shit. It's all propaganda. And that's another thing. It takes a strong person not to fall for propaganda. Don't fall for this bullshit on the internet. Like, this shit is man-made, it's manufactured, it's all evil. y'all all going to hell. And I don't even believe in hell, but hell is a state of mind. So hell on earth is a thing. You make your reality a hell because of what you tune into, is what you feed into. You watch baddies every fucking Sunday. Of course you're gonna be a mad ass bitch and want to fight. You need that? I got that. But no, for real. Because I watch baddies. And sometimes I'll still like, I'll tune into it a little bit, but it's not something that, oh my God, I gotta go see baddies like this week. I gotta see what the fuck going on. Because it's propaganda. And honestly, I mean, it's just like, bro, they fight every fucking episode. And it's so manufactured to the point they don't even hide the fact that it's so scripted anymore. Like, it's just, I couldn't even get into Bad Girls Club. I watched it. I watched some of the later seasons, and I didn't watch it till I got older, but it was just like, the bitches are insane, and I just can't be around fucking crazy ass bitches all the time. Like, that shit throws your pH balance off. I don't know if y'all knew that, but being around psychotic people throws your pH balance off. Like, it's not sustainable. And I'm not saying that you gotta go grow a garden or be in nature all day, every day, but whatever grounds you. That's why I say it's important to know what ticks your internal clock. Because some people can feed into baddies and not fall for the propaganda. But most people do not have that mindset. And considering most of their audience is from the age of 16 to 25 or 24, they're still, like, they're being programmed. And because this younger generation is coming up off everything that they have seen on the internet and seen previous generations do, it's gonna be a shit show when these kids are really at the age of being an adult. But who's gonna teach them? Everybody's fucking dumb. Like, nobody knows shit. Nobody's trying to know shit. The world is going to fucking shit right now. And it's just like, how the fuck are we supposed to take care of these fucking kids when we're not even taking care of ourselves? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that goes into self-love. It's a lot that goes into self-activating. It's a lot that goes into self-initiation. And when I say self-initiation, I don't mean IFA. I don't mean ATR, because, y'all, please. You cannot self-initiate into IFA, okay? Not anything like that, but self-initiation is when you begin to unravel. It's when you begin to go into that spiral, your inner spiral, and start to deprogram yourself, decode yourself, and start to realize, what do you hold value? What do you feel is necessary for your survival? To really self-initiate, you must understand yourself. You gotta take that shit back to childhood, bitch. When that bitch broke your motherfucking Barbie dolls and then pushed you and said you weren't gonna do nothing. Where did that start? Did that let you know that you was a weak ass bitch? Where are these emotions coming from? You really have to like go within. And I'm ever grateful for the opportunity of my freshman year in college, because it usually takes four years for people to learn themselves throughout the course of learning whatever degree field they're in. I may not learn that degree field, but I did learn myself, and I was able to break out of some karmic loops and some cycles, because I said, hell no. I recognized my behavior. I recognized the behavior going on around me, and I said, not the fucking day, Satan. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, bitch, you got me so bent out of proportion right now. Like, I'm so aggravated at the motherfucking thought of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do have a lot of rage. I do. It took me a while to understand it, but once I saw it and then it repeated itself again, I said, oh, wait a minute, hold on, stop the motherfucking bus. Hold on. I'm about to miss my stop. Let me get the fuck out of here. And I saw that shit and I was like, oh, okay. And it made sense because since I was a youngin', I've always been ahead of my peers. So that has gave me favor in certain cases, because I can see what direction I was about to go down without properly seeing what direction I was about to go down. You see what I'm saying? I talk fast. My bad. Let me slow down. But I saw myself for who I truly was and what my potential was. My potential was not to be breaded through humiliation and domination. Who I was a person of order, of knowledge, of peace. I was never supposed to be created. I wasn't supposed to be stripped down to be created of man-made, okay? I was always supposed to be a divine vessel of God. And God can look like whatever is divine, whatever you consider to be divine. For me, I consider the great powers beyond earth to be divine. I consider divine or divinity as who created the stars, the sun, the sky, the bird. And I know these creatures have been here for centuries. So in their own way, they have power too. So that energy is what I embody. And a lot of people may say I'm crazy, but I honestly don't give a fuck. I really never gave a fuck. And somebody trying to tell me in the great old days of 2025 that what I believe in is crazy, when they believe in, I mean, it's just like certain shit. Certain people, you just know, like, bitch, your opinion wouldn't matter if Donald Trump said, hey, this bitch is smart. And why the fuck would, you see what I'm saying? Like, your opinion definitely would not fucking matter. So when you just don't give a fuck about dumbass people, you'll move on with your day. Stop caring about what the public is. Can get the word out. Stop caring about what these people got to think, because a lot of them are not fucking intelligent. Most of them don't have degrees. Most of them dropped out of college. Like, it's not that I dropped out of college. It's that I transferred, because where I was at, I wasn't gonna make it. I ain't gonna lie and say I was. Like, that shit just was not it. But I love the school, love the people, understand it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at anything that happened. But it is like a reflection, because it's like, damn, this was all happening subconsciously. How could it have been different if I was conscious? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, girl, yeah, life is fun. Life is great. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the baddest bitch. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm protected from hating ass hoes, because y'all can send all the evil eye that y'all want. But you see, I've learned to love who I am. The shadow side of me, I've ingrained it into me. The divine me, I just love her. Oh my gosh, she is such a divine feminine. And everything lines up with me spiritually to say I am who I say I am. So whatever you may project onto me and whatever you say I am is not the case, because you didn't come out my mama coochie, bitch. So you don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. Because let's really clock T. I be making a lot of bitches insecure about themselves, and I make a lot of bitches intimidated, and they'll never admit that shit, because it's like, the kind of person I am, I'm very chill, I'm very humble, and I'm just like quirky, I think that's how you say it, whatever, quirky, that's it, quirky. But like, I'm just really funny, and I like to laugh, giggle, and play. So you would never think a bitch like me would have bitches pressed. Well, these bitches are insecure, so they don't know themselves. So of course they're fucking pressed. Like, press. Dani don't need no more press. I am that girl. And like, after all the shit I've been through, and I still walked out that shit like a badass bitch. My ass still fat, my pussy still tight. Like, I know I am that girl, honey. Like, I got these bitches mad again. Like, when you just a divine bitch, and when you love yourself and you love your children, you love the children that you brought into this world, when you doing right by yourself and you doing right by your children, these bitches have no choice to hate, because they don't know what love is. They don't know what love feel like, and they think only time you supposed to be loved is by a man, honey, and that's just not the case. And each time they go try to be loved by a man, it's never love. It's external validation. It's monetary love. It's transactional love. It ain't love. You just like that man for his money. It's okay. Because I'm a rich bitch. So I never needed a nigga to, like, for his fun yuns. Maybe it's diggling, but, like, that's about it. That's about it, honey. Other than that, I'm really like that girl in real life. Like, I always come out on top because I affirm to myself, you are that girl. And these bitches can't stand you because they not that girl. They don't know how you sat right there and you cried in the motherfucking dirt when you thought about slitting your motherfucking wrist. Who the fuck was there for you? Nobody but Geneva Daniels hoe. So fuck what they got to say. I stood on business because I loved myself. And I said, I want better for myself. And I will not be another statistic in America, bitch. I'm not them hoes. I'm not them hoes. Don't ever compare me to these hoes, okay? Don't ever in your life fix your lips to sit right there and compare me to these bitches. When I'm really authentic, when I remain true to my motherfucking self, when I remain true to the motherfucking divine, bitch, I walk with God on my motherfucking side, ho. You bitches could never, okay? Y'all get scared. Y'all just do this shit for the Instagram. Y'all do it for the likes. I don't do it for the likes. I do this shit. I remain true to this shit no matter what. I never stop believing. Never stop. Never let my faith waver. I'm not gonna say it like that because it was times where I was just like, I trust you. I trust my ancestors. I trust my my spirit gods and the ascended masters, but I don't see shit right now. Like, I'm very motherfucking aggravated. These bitches throwing evil eye. Like, they trying to fucking play with me. I'm really about to start clocking these hoes motherfucking teeth. But they said, Ashara, relax, my child. You know who you are. You know what you be. You know what you do. You have nothing to motherfucking prove. And I said, you motherfucking right. And they was like, I know I'm motherfucking right. But do you know that you motherfucking right? Like Billy Joel said in that song, Vienna, you can always see what you're wrong, but you can't always see when you're right. Okay? Okay? Sometimes you just gotta sit in the house, let them bitches talk all the dirty ass, negative ass energy that they want. But you stay true. You go into meditation, you go into chant mode, and you start saying, I am that girl, I am who I am what I say I am, I do what I say I do. And you do it. Because it's one thing to just say you do something, but it's a whole nother thing to actually do what you say you're going to do. And most people don't be doing what they say they're going to do. They just talk about it. That's why I say they want an aesthetic. They don't want a brand. They don't want this lifestyle. They just want it for TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all this bullshit. They live for the social media. They are the matrix, but I am the matrix breaker, okay? I break codes. I break generational curses. I heal with my motherfucking voice, okay? And I never needed to prove a goddamn thing, okay? That's the one thing about it, because my work speaks for itself. Anybody who ever came in contact will let you know that either that bitch is very mysterious or that bitch is sexy as motherfucking fuck. But she's like, I don't know. It's something about her. Like, I don't know her like that. But it's something about that bitch. And I just don't know what it is. But it's, ugh. And it's magnetizing, ho. That's my energy you feeling. You feeling all this delicious sexiness. Yes, bitch. I am that. I am that. Okay? Affirm to yourself that you are that girl. Affirm to yourself that these bitches can't fuck with you. Affirm to yourself that you're not doing it for the attention of these bitches. Or you're not doing it just for status quo or just to brag. Affirm that you are that girl in spirit. Affirm that you are that girl in soul and mind and body and wholeness. Wholeness is infinite words flowing through you. First of all, I love her videos. Like, my God, I love me some tarot decks. Okay, but yes, y'all, I'm sorry if I got so passionate and it scared y'all a little bit. Y'all be like, girl, why the fuck are you yelling? My house has a natural echo, so I do. But yeah, I'm just really watching the fruits of my labor prosper because God has not forgot. He has not forgot about his, her, they, them. They have not forgot about me. They have not forgotten about all the hard work I'm doing. I stayed on task while everybody else was out playing and lollygagging. They saw my tears and they watered them tears and they grew them tears into beautiful, voluptuous trees of life. And I'm ever grateful for my ancestors, especially my father. Oh my God, my daddy. He was crazy as hell when he was alive, but in spirit, he is an ascended master. He is of love and of light. And And I'm thankful for him, and I'm thankful for his lineage. I'm thankful for the Chickasaw Indians who governs my head and rules my crown. And I'm thankful for my mother's family, my mother's side of the family. Those ancestors, they're my peoples. Like, what do y'all want to talk about? When it come down to them Jacksons, baby, you better keep it cute because they don't fucking play about it, all right? They gets down to the nitty gritty, all right? Don't ever play with them. Don't ever play with it, especially my grandmother. Let's come give her reverence to Linda Jane Jackson, baby, the one who gets it done, all right? She is that girl. I get this from my grandmother, all right? Okay. The girls in my family, 2T, like, what the hell? They are portals of love, but I cannot forget to give my grandfather, Jimmy Lee Jackson, his reverence and his ashe, his divine nature. I just love them. I love them all. They have given birth. They have given me birth. Oh, okay, he's playing. You having fun? Whose shoe is that? He's such a silly baby. But my baby, I'm so thankful for the spirits of my baby, first of all. And I will give ashe to his ancestors, his lineage. Because if it wasn't for my dad and my grandfather, I would not have my beautiful Giovanni. So Giovanni came as a gift from the ancestors. He is my spirit baby. He is a love light. He is the next leader of his generation. He is a cycle breaker. He is a generational curse breaker. He is wise beyond his years. Like, this little boy is so brilliant. And every day I pray over him to make sure you evil ass bitches who just jealous don't win. Y'all will never succeed, okay? Will never succeed. No weapon that is formed against us shall prosper. I like to combine scriptures, so I say, in every tongue that rises against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. For this is the heritage of the servant of the Lord. Okay? All right? Don't confuse that because I'm using Bible scriptures and you think I'm a Christian now, all right? I just know how to survive, all right? Like my ancestors. Hoodoo and voodoo, not the same, but hoodoo. It's just as strong as voodoo. But yes, I'm ever grateful for my ancestors coming before me, walking this path, because if it wasn't for their wisdom, I could not do this every day. So ashe to the ancestors, ashe to the orishas, ashe to the deities, ashe to the earth, ashe to the spirits, ashe to the red cardinals, the blue jays, the crows, the pigeons, the doves, all the wonderful animals, the black ants, the black spiders, the bees. Ashe to those who take care of me. And in turn, I take care of the universe because the universe takes care of me. But that is all I have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I kind of want to end. It may sound a little self-centered, but I mean, what the hell you gonna do about it? Honestly, girl, either you listen to the podcast or you don't listen to the podcast. I mean, it don't stop. It don't stop there. One monkey don't stop no show. Okay, girl? All right, girl. But ever grateful for this opportunity. Give y'all some affirmations and let y'all know that y'all are who you say you are. Not because of any artificial reason, but because you walk with the divine and you walk in your purpose and you walk in your light and you are that girl, you are that guy, you are that they. All right, y'all. I love you. Bye-bye.